There are few moments more satisfying than biting into a perfectly cooked scallop. Luckily, you don't need to go to a 5-star seafood spot to have that culinary experience, or even leave your house. According to Derek Wade, executive chef at the Darling Oyster Bar, finding fresh scallops is essential. He told us, after the scallop is harvested, they will continue to get smaller. Oftentimes, additives are put into scallops to retain their fattiness, but you want to try to avoid these. Natural is always my preference. Thomas Dritzis, corporate executive chef at Trulux, agrees. To find the right ones, he suggests, consider purchasing from reputable fishmongers or markets known for high-quality seafood. Ask questions about the origin and handling of the scallops.
Hey, harvest harder, me dude! We're starving!
There are a few telltale signs of a fresh scallop. The meat should be firm and have a creamy off-white color. Instead of a potent, fishy smell, they should have a mild, sweet aroma. If you can't find fresh scallops that fit the bill, consider looking into the frozen food section of your local grocery store. Like most fish, high-quality scallops are often frozen shortly after being caught, helping lock in that freshness until they're thawed and ready to use. While you might think scallop is one particular type of shellfish, it's actually an umbrella term for several varieties. Knowing the differences can help you choose the best option for any particular dish. As Dritzis explained, familiarize yourself with the types available, such as sea scallops and bay scallops. Sea scallops are larger and often preferred for their flavor and texture. Bay scallops are found in shallow water and are usually the smallest variety. They're known for their sweet flavor and tender texture, but their small size can make them more difficult to handle. On the bright side, this added inconvenience usually makes them more affordable than the larger sea scallops. Sea scallops, on the other hand, are caught in deeper water. While the texture is a bit chewier than bay scallops, they are delicious when quickly seared at high heat. You can often find them served with dishes like risotto or pasta. When it comes to matching restaurant quality in the comfort of your own home, having the right tools is half the battle. Though cooking scallops isn't particularly specialized, there are a few gadgets you'll want to have on hand to make the process a bit easier. Wade told us, if you have a good set of tongs for flipping that aren't sharp enough to penetrate the scallop skin, you're on a good track. Add a quality basting spoon to the mix, and you have the proper tools needed to achieve restaurant-quality scallops. Dritzis also recommends a heavy skillet like cast iron or stainless steel for cooking scallops, because they hold heat and are great for searing. If you're buying scallops still in their shells, it's important to understand how to properly shuck, clean, and prepare them to be cooked. The first step is always to open them and give both the shell and the meat a thorough clean, to rinse away any excess sand, dirt, and critters like crabs that may be hiding. Keeping your scallops iced will help them open more easily, saving you time and hassle. Once you've freed the scallop from its shell, remove the scallop skirt and black stomach sac. While these pieces aren't typically used when cooking scallops, you can hang on to the skirt to make fish stock, then rinse the scallop meat in cold water and place it on a towel to dry. Don't worry too much though. If you don't want to shuck your own scallops, many fishmongers and grocery stores sell them ready to cook. Achieving restaurant-quality scallops at home isn't just about the cooking itself. A lot of the work happens before you even turn on the stovetop or oven. As Wade explained, any water remaining on the scallop will affect the desired sear and overall cooking process. My tried-and-true method is to pat them dry roughly 45 minutes before cooking and then place them in the fridge to continue drying out until you're ready to cook. Dritzis echoed the same recommendation, noting, excess moisture will prevent them from searing properly. To help draw out the moisture, add a generous coating of salt to your scallops once you remove them from the fridge. While you can let them sit for as little as 10 minutes, leaving them on a paper towel-lined plate overnight will draw out as much moisture as possible and ensure a crispy sear. Like with any protein, delivering delicious, tender, and tasty scallops means cooking them for just the right amount of time. But unlike steak or larger fish fillets, the right cooking time for scallops can be difficult to nail down because of their smaller size.
When you're cooking something like this, that timing is very crucial.
Dritzis has a general guide he always follows. He told us, cook them for only 2 to 3 minutes on each side. They should be opaque in the center but still tender. Once you add the scallops to a pan with oil or butter, let them sit. Moving or flipping them too frequently will prevent them from getting a crispy crust, as Wade explained. Despite the scallop size and length of time for cooking, the best rule of thumb is to get a hard sear on one side, flip, baste, and enjoy. If you prefer a more set-it-and-forget-it method, you can also bake scallops in the oven for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the recipe. Letting your scallops rest once they've cooked is just as important as the cooking method itself. Dritsis notes that this process helps the protein molecules relax so they can reabsorb moisture, making the meat more tender and juicy than if it was sliced or eaten right away. If you see some moisture leaking out of your scallops while they rest, don't fret. This is a natural part of the process for any protein. It doesn't mean they'll dry out or lose flavor. Like all proteins, scallops continue to cook a bit while resting, so be sure to pull them from the heat a bit before you reach your desired level of doneness. That way, you'll have the perfect tender texture by the time you plate and serve them. While scallops taste delicious on their own, layering complex flavors in your dish will give you a more restaurant-like final product. Because of their mild flavor, scallops can be mixed and matched with countless spices, herbs, and ingredients to create beautifully complex dishes. Even just some kosher salt can go a long way in bringing out a scallop's flavor. Wade told us, "The technique I use most frequently when cooking with scallops is getting a hard sear and then basting with butter, garlic, and thyme to build multiple layers of flavor and aroma to the finished dish." This classic flavor combo is one of Dritsis's favorites too, though he suggests finishing it with some lemon juice. If you prefer more heat, Wade suggests adding Calabrian chili oil for an extra kick. Properly preparing scallops is important for producing a restaurant-quality meal, but don't overlook the elements you pair with them. As Wade explained, rounding out the dish with a seasonal puree, serving sauce, or risotto will result in a restaurant-style feel and presentation. In the fall and winter, I always have sweet potatoes or butternut squash on hand. For a southern spin, add a sorghum glaze finish, which perfectly complements the nutty earthiness of the puree's main ingredient. For a spring-inspired meal, Wade recommends an asparagus and ramp puree, noting that it both tastes delicious and has a vibrant color that will impress the people you're serving. Summer flavors are best captured with light and herbaceous elements like a tomato dill vinaigrette or other in-season herbs. Whichever route you choose to go with your sides, Wade has one more major tip. Be creative by experimenting with any seasonal vegetables you love and don't count out salty-sweet pairings.